like you lost another one.
PA.
Well, I love Sydney in a way that I think almost all of us have grown to love Sydney. Sydney had such a weight to carry, being the first Black actor to achieve what he did in this town. And I love the way he's done it, the dignity with which he's done it, and the way he's aging gracefully and maintaining it for all the world to see.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to tonight's edition of Childhood Rewind. And just for a moment, let us give our sincerest condolences to the family and friends of Sidney Poitier in his passing. And just before we went live, I also found out that the illustrious father of Full House, Bob Saget, has also sadly passed away. So let's keep him in our thoughts and prayers. But with that, hey. DMAC will be joining us shortly.
Lit.
But let's get into
There's an
this
echo.
first recap. What?
There's like a little bit of an echo.
A little bit of what?
An echo.
Oh, because I'm not in my office. I'm downstairs.
Yeah.
So I don't have a mic. I'm using MacBook sound. So
No, I heard my voice at like full volume, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah, that's why I was comfy down here in my jammies, and I didn't feel like going upstairs to the office. So my bad. I'm still cute.
Understandable. I had to run downstairs.
Yeah, I didn't feel like going upstairs, and Frenchie is off work tonight, and he's watching TV upstairs. And for those of y'all that do not know, the TV in the bedroom just got updated and upgraded, and it's much bigger, and the sound is. And given that my office is directly across from there, I was like, I didn't want to fight with that tonight. So, but let's get into this first recap. And this recap is a little bit longer than the other recaps that I've done under this new format. But this first tale, there were a lot of things that I had to include so that people would kind of get the gist without me playing the whole 27 minutes so we don't get in trouble. So,
The flamingos.
Yeah, and I hope these are in order. I tried to put them up in order, but we know technical difficulties on this show. It's as constant as our snacks, baby. It's as constant as our snacks.
StreamYard gives me the finger waves.
StreamYard keeps us on our toes, but here, wait a minute, hold on. Wait, okay, here we go.
Full moon. Runaway parakeets, that kind of thing. They'd just been hired by Mrs. Neville to find their lost cat, Misty. It seemed like an open and shut case, at first.
Catnip mouse.
Catnip mouse, check. Why did you charge Mrs. Neville $20? Our rate for missing cats is only $5.
Yeah, but the puppies at the pet shop are $20 a piece.
But your mom said you can't have a dog.
Oh, he wasn't gonna get
Change
his
her
friend a
mind when she
pet.
sees this. Where's that silver whistle? The one only dogs can hear. Found the whistle. Rin Tin Tin to Lassie. I think I found Misty. The house across the street from my place. True! His fridge was full of meat. I bet he's got his eye on every pet in the neighborhood.
Another one of your cockamamie I want a dog schemes, isn't it?
What?
You figure I'm going to believe this silly story of yours and let you bring home every single stray in the neighborhood just to protect them from the butcher of Maple Street.
Dad would have believed me.
Probably would. Creep.
It's gotta be on here.
Werewolves.
Yeah, they come out during the full moon and you can kill them with silver bullets. I know how it works, Huey. Every
Real werewolves are called
mesomorphs.
They have a disease that's called
Lycanthropy.
they're allergic to red roses and pure silver. Crush meat to survive. They eat small animals, birds and stuff. But their favorite is children.
You're having a date?
It's not a date, it's just dinner.
How do you like that? Huh? Pure silver.
Watch, Mom, it's gonna change. Jed, you apologize right now.
Isn't happening. He's not really doing this. He's not really doing this. He really did it. Because I think he has a twin brother. Oh man, we're in his bedroom.
Bad dog.
School.
Gordon?
My brother.
It wasn't long before Jed's mom married the man from across the street. Jed. He finally got his dog.
The fact that the mother has so many flamingos and was stuck in the late 50s, early 60s, called her ex-husband, well, late husband, a creep, was willing to deal with a man whose brother was a whole werewolf, and then for her child to look at his uncle as the family pet.
And they were all matching.
I'm like, how desperate are you to have a warm body next to you, baby? How desperate? Like, I get dude trying to take care of his half dog, half human brother. I get that. Like, he gonna take what he can get. If somebody is willing to accept him, hey, baby, you know what? Take what you get. But her, and then her talking about, you can tell I love to cook, and had rainbow Skittles, macaroni, everything for dinner.
It was rainbow gummy worms.
I'm just like, that looks real rubbery. And then she's just like, well, at first I was afraid. You tried to make your son feel like he was insane because you kept telling him he wasn't seeing what he was seeing when you knew that he was seeing what he was seeing.
Also, can we stop saying it's a dinner, it's not a date?
And baby, if you bring somebody to your house and cook for them, that's a booty call. You just making sure that they good and full and they can't drive home because you want to liquor them up a little bit more. Okay? Okay. We all know the rules of the game. Okay, you trying to HBO Max and hump.
She failed at being that booty call because she included her son at the dinner.
Right. You trying to Netflix and nasty. Okay? She trying to Hulu and hump. She trying to Prime Video and pump. That's what. And she think that by dressing up by the ladies of the virtuous decades, that she.
But looking like she's from Jersey. She looked like she's from New Jersey.
Okay, remember there used to be a reality show that came on, and it was like a collection of hairdressers. They all worked for the same salon in Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
She's giving me that vibes. And I'm still trying to figure out why she had one little bitty shoe, like it was Cinderella's missing shoe, sitting on the couch behind her. And you gonna call your deceased husband a creep, but you married him, baby?
And you live in a house like that?
You just don't want to work. And you just keep going for the bottom of the barrel. Baby, if you don't want to work, you need to update your look. And you need to go for the creme de la creme, not the bottom of the barrel, because you're still gonna have to work. Okay. And if you want to be a gold digging housewife that don't have to get no sugar up to the sugar daddy that she married, you got to go to the creme de la creme because they working so much that you ain't never got to touch them. But when you got a man with a regular schmegular 9 to 5 and you trying to take him for his coins and he just got, less than a 6 pence in his pocket at all times, you got to touch him all the time. And he's going to feel obligated to your touch. And that's how you end up with the Omarion variant of COVID right there. Because you out there just touching. And Omarion, baby, let's come close. You sit out here putting out PSAs, talk about you're not a variant. All your entire music catalog says else. It says something else. It's screaming something else. You got a song talking about there's an ice box where my heart used to be, baby. That's death from COVID. Okay, do you know how they die? You sitting there talking about touch. That's how you get COVID. See, your whole catalog is giving me you were built to be a fucking variant. And who the hell names a chap Omarion?
I think I actually had that as a partner in high school. Oh no.
Yeah, you gonna have to get the swab up the nose. And now they're saying for the new variants, you got to get a swab down your throat. So for you non-dick sucking folks, it's gonna be a rough ride for y'all. It's gonna be it's gonna be a rough ride.
Sorry for my lateness.
Just wrapped up, and we're talking about the first one, the Tale of the Full Moon, and
please tell me y'all went in.
We went in. I just wanted to know if you had anything to add before we go to the next one.
I just apologize for y'all who had to watch that with me last night because that episode just infuriated me.
It's cool. My nachos was busting, so I was cool.
And I'm just like, Jesus.
I'm still mad about that brownie that they sent me, though. And I should have turned my camera on so y'all could have seen how small the brownie was.
I'm pretty sure it was like them little Debbie brownies that they give you.
It wasn't even that big, and it was a triangle. But then they sent me a large container of hot fudge to dip it in.
The shade.
They know you.
I mean, I still drank the container of hot fudge because it's me.
Point A to point B. Where's the path?
Oh, and just so y'all know, I ate that queso with some chips for breakfast this morning, and it was
good. Lord, good Lord, I can't.
Up a little bit, but it was still good. That's how I got through the episodes. Them nachos was busting. And I'm telling y'all, if you got an Applebee's in your area, go get the nachos. Sans the guacamole. Get extra beef because it's only $1. and get the queso, but ask for the queso on the side, so you can just get the nacho, dip it in the queso, and eat. Thank me later. It was.
I think we can go back to that bougie conversation when you said it's just $1.
What did I walk into? What
Point-
did I walk into?
Point taken. Because
Meanwhile, that $1 makes my whole difference in my laundry money.
But here's the thing: a friend of mine put up a post trying to be funny, like, "Oh, you girls are like, oh, I can't drink tap water, but you make your ice cubes with tap water." I commented before I thought, and I was like, "No, I don't. I have a zero water filter. That's what I use." And then I was like, "Oh shit!" 6 cents in, and he was like, "And your bougie ass is not who the fuck I was talking to."
Just saying.
Are we ready for the next recap, which is, what is it? The Tale of the Whispering Walls.
I have to say, we're ready for it. I have to say, I have honestly no notes for this, which is a shocker.
I had nothing to write down, but maybe the recap will spark. I don't know. This might be one that we just do the recap and skate by. I don't know. And like I told Geeky, I hope I put these up in order.
Don't be spoiling shit.
No, because StreamYard has changed some stuff, and how I used to be able to upload stuff to make sure it was in order.
It doesn't like people.
I can't really do that now, so hopefully this is the one. But I only had 3 recaps, so it'll still be something we watched from last night. But let's hope it's in order. Here we go.
I got my fingers crossed.
The tale.
Yep, this is good. This is it. We're good.
The number 9 highway was back there. I don't recognize any of this. I need to get directions.
Shut that door! I loathe drafts.
But we're lost.
Lost? You're precisely on time. Take the dirt road outside. It travels through the woods and will cut miles off your trip.
Did we run out of gas? No, I don't know what happened. I'll be back in a flash. He should be back by now. I'm going in.
Beware of things that open on their own. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and just snatch your brother and make him go in.
Boy, I'm starved.
Louise planned this, I know it. Come on out, Louise. Hey, let me try some.
Get your own.
This is one time you don't want to be Goldilocks.
I realize we could be dead right now. Good thing you were a pig and tried to eat my ice cream.
The forced dancing of it all.
We came from that house in the woods.
Max, darling, that nanny of yours, she'll be fine once the sun sets. And now you know that's not true.
What do you mean?
It's leap year.
And a full moon.
Phone in there? They missed. Come on. Excuse me, could we use your... I'm upstairs. Please, come help me. Please. Never been better.
Here.
This is for you.
Why is she still standing there?
Help me. Louise? It's me. It's really me.
Louise would have been on her own. Fuck that shit. You're part of the wild. That's what you do.
Shut that door. It's traps.
Claire? Andrew? Claire, where are you? I'm on.
You know, at first I thought it was light. I didn't realize it was draft.
Leave her alone. She's coming with us.
I did.
For
I'm not lying.
Small boy. What's that?
Take a hike, buddy.
I thought it was the light to allow rewatch and put together the clips.
There's no use in running. The sun is almost down.
Why is his jacket bone?
Louise?
You too, little one.
Claire?
He has
Violet?
been trapped, but he has no control
What are you
over
doing?
the door.
I won't let you do this. She's so like my poor little Jane.
Violet, no! No!
Quickly.
Thank you. Now let's go home. Yes, it works! Punch it!
And now the idiot.
Well, she didn't really get rid of him. So look at the
Don't-
map before.
See, this is what I don't understand with this episode, though. So now watching it in retrospect, now that we can all see each other, because you know we were sit there engrossed in what we were doing. They didn't. In most of the episodes, they give away how to defeat the said creature. You know, allegedly, because you know sometimes there's an after credit scene where the creature isn't defeated. But I'm just like, so y'all just leave the house there?
And that's what I said. That's why I feel like that old lady keeps doing that to him. Like that's their cycle. Because if he was completely vanquished, why would the next car get stalled there?
And right before sunset, see now if he had stayed outside after sunset, the magic doesn't work. But then he wouldn't have known that.
That's why I'm like, and it's like the ghosts that were there that were trapped in the walls. They're like, oh, this is how we get to live. So you want to make fun of the people whose souls you need to capture, which human nature says, if you make fun of me, I'm not going to stick around with you. And Louisa is only one soul. But like I said during the clip, he had men trapped in there as well. My question is, why all of a sudden couldn't he control and mastermind that boy? Because that was never explained.
No, it wasn't. And see, this is the problem with Betty Ann's stories. I noticed that throughout the last season too. Anytime that she does her stories, there's something in there where it just doesn't make sense in the realm of actual thought, where the protagonist or somebody connected to the protagonist doesn't seem to all be thinking on full cylinders, like, oh, the vampire story. And I'm just like, you're expecting your brother, who doesn't know this, doesn't study this, doesn't have any clue about what's going on, to be hip to the fact that it could have been the little boy. No.
She has some internalized misogyny because she doesn't expect much from women. Her stories, the women are easily taken over, but she expects a lot from the men for them to just poof, get this knowledge and be able to come through and save the day. She doesn't watch too much Disney. You know what? You know that song, I'm mad at Disney. That's her theme song.
Really?
Because
Because it's just like I'm just like, but see, it's the opposite with Kiki. Kiki will literally put everything on a woman of color's shoulders, and I'm like, girl, share the label. Make the white woman do all this. Make them do it, please. Stop making your women of color not have good hairdo, please.
And speaking of women of color and things being put on the shoulders of women of color, when y'all get done viewing this broadcast, please go to the video on this channel right before this one. Yeah.
I'm glad Kiki has a black person protagonist in most of her stories, if not all of them.
Well, she go too far. We ain't responsible for every dang thing. And let us get proper makeup. And please let us go to the proper place to get our hair done. Whether it's our mama's kitchen, our auntie's kitchen, woman down the street, the salon, the barber shop, wherever.
Somewhere.
Anywhere. Every black woman has a proper place to get her hair done. And sometimes it's somebody's kitchen, sometimes it's somebody's bedroom, sometimes it's somebody's living room. Let's be true. Let's be true to the game, because there are some folks that you can sit crisscross applesauce in their living room or in their kitchen and get your hair fried, dyed, laid to the side, and it looks beautiful. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because I done get yelled at by D-Mac because we be on FaceTime, and then I'll walk off camera and come back on camera, and he's like, did your whole hair change?
That's not really a yelling. That's just a rebuke. There's a difference.
I'm like, it did. And then he go, no, this is where the yelling comes in. You got to stop doing this to me. You got to warn me. I thought you was going to get ice water. I didn't say I was going to get ice water. I said I'll be back, but I can still hear you. I got my AirPods in today. So I be getting in trouble all the time. Y'all just see me get in trouble on this show. I know every 5 minutes I'm pretty much in trouble.
That's because you choose to be in trouble.
I got in trouble in the bathroom of a restaurant yesterday when I was just going to pick up a to-go order, and then I didn't even want to place the to-go order because I felt so shamed because I didn't realize how many heifers was in the bathroom that heard on speaker because my snitching ass daughter, the oldest one, got in the car with my brother, PB and J, and they and I'm just watching a long line of white women come out and look at me judgingly, and I'm like, bitch, they said have kids, it would be fun. I'm still waiting for the fun to happen. They said have siblings, it would be fun. I'm still waiting for the fun to happen. What the hell? And one lady had nerve to try to judge me, but she had a whole ass 6-year-old kid sitting in a damn sink.
Not Omicron.
About he's washing his hands. Ain't no water on, and only thing I see in that sink is feet. Okay. But let's go to the third one. This is
Tale of the Shiny Red Bicycle.
Okay. Hit. Woo. Jesus be a fence. Here we go.
Wow, it's back. I was about to say it's backwards.
I forgot to flip it. It had been quite a few hours of editing and watching. Leave me alone. Yeah.
Who leans on a fence like that? Not me.
Is the sound on?
It's not.
Okay.
It's how this video was.
Weird.
I can't tell you how I
Ricky. Oh, this is my favorite part.
Okay. Hold on.
We're not covering I or until next semester. I fell out.
Hold on, because I could have swore I got that. I know the beginning didn't start with sound, but hold on.
Like or
D-Mac literally just like was like, we gotta play that again, and you restarted to that point.
I had to. That was awesome. Like,
why are all the teachers such like funny icons in this show?
Wait, hold on, you guys. Okay.
Well, except for the one with the I think it was the Sorcerer's Apprentice, not the Magician's Apprentice, where the teacher was just like a mess. I was like, girl, there's only 2 teachers in this school.
Okay, we're gonna do it this way.
Oh,
just
goodness.
because for some reason when I transferred it over, it didn't transfer the sound.
Okay.
And we need this sound because I included one part of this just because of the teacher and her snarkiness. I'm trying to move this according to the camera down here. Okay. Can you guys hear it?
Yeah, maybe if you get rid of the screen over there, we can all see it. There we go. Yay! Sound.
Shut up.
Oh no! He lost his bike.
We must go in after the bike.
No, he can't. He can't.
I can't with you.
Ricky! See, but that name is synonymous for Black people if you've watched Boys in the Hood. I'm just saying.
Ricky always dies. Oh, here's the line. I threw this in just for the line.
Not quite. We're not covering I or until next semester.
Oh no, Ricky! Now we know a car don't stop on a dime even now.
Especially not a Ford Taurus.
This will prove that you're even more crazy.
And his daddy did it, but then punished him for what his daddy agreed to do.
I swear I did.
Yes, I'm coming to eat you.
You better stop.
Yes. He started it.
So you just not gonna shower. You just gonna put dirty clothes on top of a dirty body. Okay.
That's just what white people do.
I see.
Look at what high school does.
Yeah, too.
We're all in this together.
We can't do this today.
Sorry, another accident.
Okay,
You know what, bitch? You lucky you ain't in real person, because you would have caught these hands.
But my thing is, why did the dumb fuck brother go after the damn can? The water pressure would have washed it away.
He had to have it.
It's mine. My own.
Now the bike.
My precious.
My precious. got on his great granddaddy's vest?
Because it's awesome. What are you talking about?
Very next day, a man who was fishing found the remains of Ricky Haggard.
Oh, really?
Years to find him. That it's because he wasn't even down there.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. Hold on.
Hold on. Help is on the way.
Not bad.
Hold on. Change it. Hold on. Okay, never mind. It'll be all right. Anywho,
You guys like my new watch band? Isn't it pretty?
I love it, and I love the fact that you mix them back. Because evidently, there was a change in life that was holding him down. Woohoo! He couldn't keep his head up. He couldn't just press on. He couldn't keep the faith and hold on. If you know, you know. But here's the thing: the gentleman whose job it is to just open up the floodgates, they don't have anybody else to make sure that there's nobody along the way. And you allowing kids as young as 10 to go there by themselves, especially after the death of a child. Y'all just willy-nilly picking up your kids and dropping them off there and like, but like that sounds like some quintessential white people, I'm done being a parent type of shit. I just didn't want people to think that I wanted an abortion, but I'm done paying for your raggedy ass. So I'm gonna just put you out here every year on the same day and hope that you don't come back. Cause why did that little motherfucker go after a can? There was no bait in it. It was a drinking can. He accidentally knocked it over. His bullshit ass, fake ass friend got mad and threw the can. Evidently, the person who threw it is the person who was drinking the soda out of the can. He threw it. Why did you go after the fucking can? And previously, the parents were like, oh, don't bother your brother. They shared the same fucking bedroom. Where the fuck was this little motherfucker supposed to go to sleep? But where's my Oreo pudding? Here we go.
Not the pudding.
Not the pudding.
Hello, pudding pop.
Material girl.
Well,
break up with your boyfriend.
First of all, we know I'm that too. Material girl.
I'm ready to be taken. I'm ready to be taken.
I mean, do you want to be Liam Neeson taken or E.T. taken? Because, like, if it's like Liam Neeson is about to come save me, let me go change it to my lingerie so I make sure I'm sexy when he come and rescue me. Because
break up with your boyfriend.
I'm just saying.
I hate all of this.
Why?
Go ahead. I'm gonna just focus on my Oreo pudding.
I'll say this about this episode. I did enjoy the fact that he didn't want to pass on before he had helped his friend, one, move on, and two, save his brother. I give him kudos for that. But I'm just like, really?
Move on for 5 years, and he knew for 5 years if this boy's brother could possibly die, and he allowed him to keep going to that same. Why the fuck were they allowed to fish there, given what goes
or
on?
Even near there?
I've been fishing, and when you disturb the water that much with currents, you're not catching shit. And the fact that they have the same clockwise schedule with this porn star mustache ass white man that keeps doing this shit that don't even make sure if anybody is downstream first, and he just rolls up on a golf cart and these people go past him. He watched this motherfucker go past him, and he didn't think maybe I should check and make sure he he cool and he ain't looking for nobody. He just like, fuck them kids. What are you fishing for there? What are you fishing for?
To be honest, I
Are
would
you
say
fishing for
Pumpkins too.
bodies? Like, is that white culture? Is that really what y'all go fishing for? Like bodies? Like,
Okay,
are
listen,
y'all
I come.
sure that your mamas and your daddies and your ex-girlfriends, your ex-wives and your ex-husbands don't surface on that day? Because that's the only thing I could think of. Or you trying to get rid of your kids. That's why you dropping your kids off there. Because the father was too happy to be like, well, me and your mom are going shopping. We're going to drop you off up there. And he's like, I can ride my bike. No, I'm going to take you to a dangerous place. But it's dangerous for you to ride your bike that far to go up there. But I'm going to take you to the dangerous place that your brother's best friend died at, and damn near every kid in the colony done died at. But I'm going to take you there. The fuck? That gives a whole new meaning to, I'll take you there. The fuck?
It may just because of where I grew up, but that's normally what you would see at every single retention pond. Is just someone trying to fish when there's no fish there in the first place.
Oh, because their parents trying to get rid of them. I believe it. Their parents want to seem like they're pro-life, but they really don't want kids, and they're like, hopefully this motherfucker fall in. Maybe this will be the year.
This will be the start of something new.
Not that. Also, can we talk about the time frame? Because I forgot, but how was that bike found in the first place?
It was 5 years later, and his dead homeboy was like, I want to warn you about your brother. Throughout the whole episode, they talked about how they went back to the same place every year. If you were so traumatized by your best friend's death that you witnessed and you tried to save him from, how the fuck you still going back year after year and taking your little brother, who is now the same age as your best friend when he died, and your best friend just gonna stick around and not even have a funeral, a burial for his own like he gives a fuck about you more than he does his parents. He ain't even willing to give his parents closure. He like, I'm gonna chill out here and just let my shit rot down to bones, and my parents can just crush up my bones when I'm ready to be found. And then he decides to come 5 years later. You done took your little brother there for 5 fucking years, and then now all of a sudden, I knew I drove you crazy. And the reason that you can't go with your brother this year to keep him safe is because I drove you crazy. So I'm going to drive you crazy to the point where you can't go to the reservoir with him. And then now he going to make a fucked up mistake because you ain't there, my boy. And he going to almost die. But I'm going to send you there at the last minute. Like, I'm going to give you like 3 seconds to save him. But I'm paying that debt, my boy. What the fuck? Fuck you! Because that's what he did. Like, think about it.
Mm-hmm.
If Ricky would have never shown up,
Mm-hmm.
Ben would have never been at the reservoir without his brother, which means Ben would have never been in that situation.
Correct.
So, I need your boy to realize Ricky wasn't your friend. This motherfucker is the pettiest of petty. His patience, his end game is impeccable. He decided to be dead and unfound for 5 fucking years to come back and raise your blood pressure and make you look crazy in high school. Because we know what happens in high school. It takes a long time for you to be able to live that down. Because the rest of your high school days are going to be miserable. And it's going to be 2 or 3 reunions down the line before motherfuckers finally decide to mature and let it go. And it's usually like the senior citizen reunion where people realize that they about to go to the upper room, that they be like, oh, you know what? I was wrong. Let me apologize. Because they trying to get into heaven or be in the bosom of a few Hindu gods or Buddha. I'm not quite sure yet.
Hey, Ganesha.
So, you know, these are the same motherfuckers that go to Hobby Lobby and get some fake white sage and light it through their house and decide to come back and be like, I'm still kumbaya. I am a changed person. I know I'm 97 with 2 feet in the grave, but can you forgive me? No, bitch.
With their quinoa bowls.
No, bitch. Like, everybody trying to act like Lil Ricky was a hero. No, Lil Ricky was a murderer. Lil Ricky offed himself just to fuck over, because let's not forget, before Lil Ricky died, they was going back and forth. They claimed that they was best friends, but they was going back and forth like two catty bitches fighting over a man. They was like two baby mamas trying to see who gets the most child support. Okay, they was like the side chick and the main chick trying to prove to each other who was more important. Bitch, what? Your titles couldn't tell you that? The fuck? It was like turkey arguing with mac and cheese. What the fuck? What is you doing, baby? What is you doing? And this motherfucker decided, I'ma hide my body till I can get back at this motherfucker. I'm trying to warn you. How the fuck was you trying to warn me and you walking into my room like this? Bitch, I think you trying to choke me. You show up at school to embarrass me. What warning is it that I turn around and you looking at my chart like this?
He literally
warning.
That ghost boy literally said, I'm gonna make you look like you have schizophrenia, and that's on period.
He's like, I'm gonna make your ass crazy. A bow. I'm gonna make your ass
Also,
crazy. A bow. Like, somebody, you're my best friend. You tried to save my life. Bitch, you don't believe that. You think I tried to murder you, which I probably did, because I'm a cisgendered white man, and that's what we do. That is our hobby.
Oh, come on. Okay. I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. I don't think that was the case. He leaned inappropriately on something that wasn't sturdy, and you get what you get.
Play stupid games, get stupid prizes.
Thank you.
But hold on. If you think back of who was doing the leaning,
He was.
it wasn't Lil Ricky.
Roll the clip. Roll the beautiful bean footage.
Well, it was both of them. It's just that one got off before the other, and Ricky decided to stay on it.
Roll the bean footage. You got the clip.
I can't
also
redo it, or they'll shut us down.
Oh shit.
I can show you all afterwards, and we can reconfirm, or we can do a part 2, and I can redo it. But when you go back, actually, D-Mac, you can play it. Just don't put it on camera, and look at who's leaning on it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I watched it twice, back to back, and I had to edit it. And that's how it looked from my perspective. But if I'm wrong, I will admit right here, right now, that I'm 100% wrong.
Give me a second. Pulling it up.
For logical and fence sturdiness sake, wouldn't you rather lean on the actual post of the fence rather than the side of the fence?
That's the general consensus.
Given that what goes on under that bridge, why wasn't it reinforced? Why weren't there planks on both sides?
Because it's not supposed to be.
That's generally speaking, those are supposed to be off limits, aren't they?
Yes.
That's why I said that's where white folks was taking it. Okay, remember the summer of the dead children, the forgotten children in cars? I feel like this is where the bridge shit started. I think that's where it started, with the bridge.
I just think it's the medians on the interstate where it says unauthorized vehicles only. But like, it never had that sign on the bridge.
It's a good thing I didn't hit exit twice, or I wouldn't be right where. No, seriously, if I hit the X button twice, because it's on my PlayStation 3, not my PlayStation 2, my PlayStation 4, it literally stops it right where you left off.
Oh God.
Oh, I keep forgetting that you're playing it on the PS3.
That's
why I was like, oh, roll it. That's why I said roll it. I forgot about that part. Okay. That was a nifty feature on the PS3.
Yeah, even for Blu-rays, it does that. If you just hit stop, if you just hit the X button once, it'll freeze it right there. So even if you take the disc out and put it back in, it'll still play it exactly where it left off.
Yeah, yeah.
That's PlayStation.
All right.
I just have Xbox, so I can't relate.
All right, come on, let's go. Mm-hmm. Now, see, they passed one bridge where the porn star mustache person is haggling on the go-kart. No, he's just haggling on the go-kart at first when they first pass him.
But then he gets off it, and then that's when he starts.
Yeah, see, then they go off of this beaten path, and I'm like, why are y'all over there? Yep, then here comes Mr. Porn Star Mustache, not even looking at the kids that just passed him not even 2 seconds ago. Like a dumbass.
What are you eating? That's an awful lot of whipped cream.
I don't want to hear that from you, Dad.
Is he eating pie or something?
I don't know.
Okay, here we go. Here's the part. And Wiki wins the race. Okay, so he wins the race.
Y'all don't want to know what just happened.
I don't want to know either. Okay, so see, he's hanging on to the not the post, but the little plank going across the post.
Give me a second. Hold on. Wait a minute.
See? Yep. See, he was the only one leaning on it.
Wait. Pause. Wait.
Hold on, the queso's hitting her now.
Mm-hmm. Well, nobody told her to eat the whole thing.
That's the wrong question to the wrong person. And what they just did on the
Get your pudding. Get your pudding.
I look at the fucked up individual. I can't even tell y'all what he did because that's definitely gonna be a community guidelines violation.
Okay. Let's leave that for after we're off air.
Well, I was trying not to die. That's why I kept saying pause it because I was over here about to die, and you just kept rolling that beautiful footage. Like
I wasn't rolling the footage, sweetness. Relax, calm down.
Okay.
So yeah, he was the only one leaning on it. The other one wasn't even next to it. He had his bike next to it, but he wasn't leaning on it.
Okay, if you look at it, where Ricky,
I'm looking at it right now.
Where the plank fell off at is across from Ricky.
Yeah, no, it's not across from Ricky. He's literally leaning on it right now. He's got his hand on it.
Where the
Mike's got his hand on the handlebars of his bike.
What I'm saying, where the board falls off at, it's in front of Mike.
No, it's not.
It's in front of Ricky because
it's in front of Ricky. Mike has his hands on the handlebars of his bike. He's literally bike. Mike is standing to this side of his bike.
Because
Girl, you want to die on this hill, and I'm looking at the footage now.
You're such a Taurus.
No, I'm trying to
typical Taurus.
No, I'm trying to get an understanding because I'm telling you my interpretation. Okay. Say this is the board. The whites of my palm. I'm turning them around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Boards are like this.
Yep.
Board that falls. Board that falls first. Board that falls second.
There is no second board.
Well, side of the board that falls first, side of the board that falls second. That's what I mean. The part of the board that falls first, please correct me. When I looked at it, it looked like the part of the board that fell first was in front of Mike.
Can I say this to you and you not interrupt me this time? Again, Mike standing here, bike in front of him, handlebars, hands on his handlebars,
I
darling.
get that. I'm saying on the show, when the board falls, they show the board in front of Mike falling first. Unless I have Mandela affected myself.
No, because I think Mike was standing in front of the post, not the board.
He's standing in front of the. He's standing next to the post, right where the board falls. Yes, so both of them comes loose, but it doesn't fall off until Ricky leans on it heavy.
Okay, that's where my confusion comes in. I got you.
So until Ricky literally leans on it without realizing that it's not too sturdy, the bike falls. His bike is which is in front of him falls first, and then he falls over.
Because he was reaching for the bike. He had too much love for that bike. Okay, I got you now. I got you.
Because I'm like, girl, I'm just like, what is going on? It's like, am I being punked?
No, from my end in watching it, it looked like the part that was in front of Mr. I gotta save my best friend fell first. And I'm like, how? Now in my head, am I like, how did that fall first? Yes. But that's how it looked to me. That's why
I said, he's in front of the post where the board becomes loose. And once it starts becoming loose, Ricky is literally leaning on it. I'm like, dude, why are you leaning on this? Let go.
It might also just be continuity issues.
How the whole bike fell over and only the top slat came off. The bottom slat was still there.
Okay, we can't say it fell. We cannot say that the bike fell off.
And see, then again, here's the thing. This is all.
Look like he threw it though. It does.
Because here's the.
He was like,
it does.
World. I'm going with my bike.
Because you got to remember, this is all in a dream sequence too. So the sequence of events may not have been totally accurate because he's only remembering it from his point of view, not Ricky's.
He might have blacked out during all of it and just...
Or been in shock or trauma.
Or he could have been like the chick that was in the movie The Lie. And if y'all have not seen that movie, go see the movie because
I'm good.
It is like the extended version.
I'm good, thanks.
But final thoughts on the night because we got like 50 seconds left.
I'll say this: the first episode we watched, trash. Second episode,
trash.
Picked up the pace. We didn't have too many notes for this one, for that one.
We ain't had no notes.
The third episode, well, girl, I'm just like, what was wrong with you? I'm just like, sir, you need a better hobby. But, you know, when the goat dies, you got to have a plan B.
He's the Sumerian Joseph.
What's your take on this, Geeky?
So, first episode, Molly, mushrooms, and flamingos.
I mean, seriously.
Episode 2. From what I've seen so far, because I only came in through like part of the second season. One of the gems. One of like the shining gems of all the tales that I've seen. Because I haven't seen season 1 or I think a few episodes of season 2. I came in the middle.
I think you did see some of season 1, not all of it, probably towards the tail end.
I know definitively you've been here with us through all of season 2. It was season 1 that it was sporadic just because of your work schedule.
Yeah.
But since we've been on season 2, because I've gotten confused and thought that some things were season 1, but they weren't, and they were season 2. Trust me, because I know I get on D-Mac's nerve because I'm like, this is season. Like I always have to double check with him. But for some reason, some episodes feel like they're season 1, some episodes feel like they're season 3.
That's because Paramount decided to be messy, and instead of going in the exact order that it's in on the DVDs that I had procured the first time, and then I broke season 2 disc 1's DVD, and I'm still pissed about it. But yeah, I know I'm praying against it too, that I don't break no more.
You didn't break it. The machine broke it because you didn't do nothing wrong. We were all there. You put it in there. It was not broken. You put it in the machine broke it. We saw it. We are witnesses.
So you heard it, pulled it out, and said, "Oh no."
And D-Mac, you know, I check in with you all the time because I'm like, I thought this was, and I think it's just a collective Mandela effect because I've had people when I've referenced other shows like, oh, season 3, this episode, this is so funny, and they're like, no, it was this season, this episode, and I'm like, no, it wasn't, because in this season, that character is married. Like, I'm talking about when they were single, having a hee hee ha ha, and they're like, no, it's, and I'm like, no, that whole season, like the season opened with their wedding. What the fuck? And I think we're having that same effect. But Geeky, I do know, because when we started the second season is when I got this planner.
Yeah, because I was there for that.
And you're right. And I keep track of who I need to send the links to and stuff.
You literally on episode 1 of season 2 was like, oh my God, look at my new planner.
Okay, you know what? You ain't got to let the world.
Listen, I'm calling out all my mamas.
Call out your bad mama, not the good one. Shit.
I've already done that. That was 2020.
Okay, you just tell them the good thing. You know what?
Don't leave me out the way.
And I forgot about a contest that I started on TikTok before I got banned. But there was a winner for the month of January, so I guess I should, in all good faith, continue it. The top commenter, your birthday month, if you were in close proximity to me, which means it's less than an hour drive, we can spend some time together on your birthday. I will take you out for your birthday, get you a great meal. We'll kiki and take some pictures together. And tomorrow, the winner for January 2022, we're going to be hanging out and celebrating their birthday together. So tune in on my IG. Yeah, well, I got banned off of fucking TikTok, so I couldn't read the inboxes, the DMs, the comments, the nothing. Yeah. That's TikTok's fault that they want to ban me in the middle of me trying to be benevolent. And just so y'all know, I made a huge pot of turkey chili. And my normally quiet son that is never quiet when he comes to visit me on Mondays, D-Mac knows this, will be here with me tomorrow. So there might be some videos popping up on Instagram, especially since we are at odds regarding the Avengers versus the Dark Avengers.
Oh boy. I'll let that begin.
The Avengers will win. The good guys always win.
That's what I said. But he is trying to say with his whole chest some other stuff is going to happen because he's such a huge fan of Sentry. And I'm like, baby, this just, like I said.
Just be glad they didn't bring in Sue Reed and Reed Richards' son. Be glad about that.
Yeah, but they would have never been Dark Avengers.
No, I'm just saying be glad about that. Because that dude can rewrite things, and that's not a good look.
And that's what I reminded, well, you know the conversations I had with him, and that's what I reminded him of. I was like, the Avengers can always, actually, no, the Avengers can't pull them in because that's the Justice League.
Yeah.
But And if you all did not join us for Saturday at noon for Learning Through Black Literature, you missed an amazing conversation, but the conversation continues. We only got through half of chapter 1, so we're going to finish chapter 1 this Saturday and go through quickly chapter 2 and chapter 3. But like I said, I have no problem delaying things if you have questions. But we have a static link once you click on it or once you save it. It is the same link that we will have until we complete this book and we move on to the next. We don't have to have the book because I'm going to go through the historic context and we're going to bring it into today's platform so you understand the gravity of why certain things were brought up and why certain things molded and shaped Malcolm X, just like we did when we went into his godmother's history, Assata Shakur. So, Learning Through Black Literature, link is in the bio. Those are my final thoughts. As always, each one teach one, each one reach one. And we will see you all again on Tuesday. And like I said before, make sure you check out the video here on YouTube right before this one because there's some important information. Good night.
Good night.